Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Justin the Germ. I'm going to talk a little bit about how that FitFort GoPro-like look-alike worked for me over the last few weeks. It's been a little bit since I bought it and been able to try it out. At the end of this video, I got a little bit of footage that goes into how it worked for me on my last ski trip. Nothing too crazy, but I was able to get a little bit of action footage. So if you just want to look at that, even you can skip to the end of the video. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of walk through each of the little parts of this whole kit and kind of what I found useful and you know, their utility, going through a little bit of piece by piece on this camera. So stay tuned and I'll see you at the end. Alright, so here it is, the FitFort 4K Ultra HD camera. I've been able to try it out, and so this is a review of this as I've been able to use it over the last few weeks with all of its attachments and gizmos here. And so I'll kind of break it down into each group of attachments and kind of hit what the pros and cons were, and then I'll have a little bit of footage on this towards the end of the video. So first off, here's the camera as I used it for the most part. I used it within this shell, which the shell right here, it has this black clip that opens up to release it. It's a waterproof casing that really works pretty good waterproof, but the problem is that it doesn't allow the sound through it. Now this isn't anything specific to the FitFort. This is just these water casings don't really or waterproof casings don't allow the sound to get through them so well. Another option, if you don't like that, is you can actually mount it inside this. Which this mounts on the camera in, let's see, this direction. It has this little notch right here for the light. So the camera mounts inside of it like this, and this allows a lot better sound. The problem is that it's not nearly as protected, and it's not waterproof. But anyways, this is this. It has an attachment for it as well that goes over top of the screen right here that allows for you to clip it onto, onto something if you wanted to clip it onto, a shirt or a belt or something, whatever it is. So this is the other attachment that you can mount it to, and you see that, or that you can mount it in or put it in. There's a couple screw holes on top and bottom, which there's another piece right here that has that same adjustment, and this has the basic the prong that all of the attachments for any of these action cameras, they use the same type of mechanism. But anyway, so this can be attached onto onto any of these other attachments. Now real quick as well, there is this spare screen protector that can be used if this one were to break. So it just mounts on the same way. It's just an extra. I haven't had to use it. I haven't had any issues with this screen protector. Now granted, I haven't smashed it or crushed it or anything, so I'm not sure how durable this is, but I've used it for several hours, plenty of hours, and it still hasn't failed on me. So now here's all the attachments. Again, we've got this right here, which allows you to attach it to any kind of a cylindrical type feature like handlebars. I had it on my ski pole, and it has, again, these prongs right here, which is kind of how you can adjust the angles and how these things, how it attaches to several different things. And you can see there's multiple adapters. I mean, you've got some of these that, like this one that's a 90-degree adapter. You've got this one that's just a straight, kind of gives it some length, just in case, you mount, say for instance with this, if I mounted this on my handlebars, the camera doesn't clear the brake cables, and so I was able to use this to give it a little bit more height. It gives it about an inch that allows it to clear a few things like that. So again, you got this 90-degree. You've got this, which is just another type of adapter that uses that bolt type mechanism. There's this that attaches again onto this case for the camera. There's a couple helmet adapters, or I mean that's what I use it for anyways. The idea behind these is that you can mount this piece onto something. Like I have one of these on my helmet, and this is a second piece that came with the kit. And then these, the idea is that you flip up this rubber piece, and then it clicks into place right there, and then you just push the rubber piece down, and then you would attach your camera to this right there, to the prongs. So you've got two of those, again, two of these pieces. One of them's on my helmet right now. You have another one of these 90-degree prong adapters that's a little bit longer than the other one, and you got plenty of these tighteners. I mean, you got 3 here, you got 1 right there, and then I've got 2 on this attachment. So I mean, you got plenty of these things to give you a lot of diversity. The only thing that this kit does not have is a chest adapter, you know, the one where the camera mounts to the chest, which is probably because it's a very expensive piece, and that one, you know, if you're looking for that, you'd have to buy it separately. A few last pieces here. There's this, the remote control, which honestly I didn't find useful at all. The problem is that the camera has to be set to camera mode for that to work. If it was on video camera mode and I push this, it doesn't work. Same thing with the video camera mode. And so I haven't even used this because I find it completely useless. And here's the last few pieces that I bought, or that I have. It comes with a spare battery, which is really nice. Kind of the pain in the butt with these batteries is that how this system works. You can either buy the battery charger, which charges the battery by itself, or you have to charge the battery inside of the camera. So anyways, comes with 2 batteries, and then I bought this right here, the SanDisk Ultra 32 gig memory card, the micro SD, which has worked great. I got it in a 2-pack, and so I gave one of them to my wife for her to use, and then this other one I keep in my camera, and it can eat this 32 gig up pretty quick because these videos have a lot of frames in them, and they're pretty high quality for such a small camera. And for the last part of this camera that I can't really show because it's an app on my cell phone. Your cell phone utilizes Wi-Fi to attach or to connect with the camera, but it's really nice because you can access the camera's functions and you can see what's happening on the screen through your cell phone. I think it's a lot more handy than this remote. This remote is kind of wonky and goofy. It doesn't really have that much functionality, I don't think. But the app for this works amazing, and so I would definitely suggest anyone that's thinking that's one of the bigger selling points for this camera, other than the fact that it has the same video quality as a GoPro. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. It was my little walkthrough on all the pieces to the camera. If you have any feedback, let me know. Leave some comments below. I'll try to get to you as quick as I can. I'm not professional YouTuber or anything, but I'd love to help you guys out. This camera's saved me several $100. It was $60 compared to a $400 GoPro. And so I hope that this video has been useful in persuading you one way or the other if you want this, or if you want to go with the traditional GoPro. But anyways, let me know, like this video if you find it useful, and follow me for future stuff. Thanks.